Okay. So do you remember what were we doing last time?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, actually, for the last lesson, we have invited some of your classmates to do the sharing, right? And then I have said for those who forgot to prepare for the 3 minutes talk, it is your time to do it today, right? So, but actually, I have write down your names here, okay? So for those who forgot to do it, I will invite you again. So the first one will be Lian. Is that Lian or Lian? Lian. Are we having Lian here? Okay, I will check. No, not here. Okay, the second one will be James. Are we having James here? I think
yes.
Yeah. I saw you.
Chat lady first.
Okay.
Rute go first.
Oh, lady first. Okay. So the third one will be Ruth. Okay. The first one will be Lian, and then James and Ruth. But since Lian is not here, I guess, because I cannot see her name here. Okay. So, and then, okay, then Ruth, you will be the first one. Lady first.
Okay.
Okay. So I will count time for you.
Oh. Hello guys, today I will tell you about my study experience. I study at Basic Education High School, the Gongsekan, and we have 8 subjects. There are Myanmar, English, Math, Science, Geography, History, Chemistry, or Biochemistry, and Physics. My favorite subject is History. History because my favorite subject is history because I like reading stories and it's so interesting, but I can never remember all of the years. And but most of students doesn't like history because they think it's so boring. And I don't like math because I'm not good at math and I don't like calculating. Yeah, that's all my study experience.
Okay. Thank you. So, thank you, Ruth, for giving us a quick sharing. So, actually, I have asked you to prepare for a 3-minute talk, and then you use about 1 minute. So, maybe you have to prepare more content for the speech, and then, like for examples, you can talk about your memorable experience, like your unforgettable experience when you are studying in the high school. And then you can talk about why do you hate calculations. Okay, so normally girls are not very good at mathematics, and then some boys are quite good in calculations. So I know that because I don't like calculations as well. And then okay, so may I invite 2 students to give some comments, like you can talk about the good things about Ruth's speech, and then maybe the things that she has to improve. Okay, any volunteer? Okay, I will invite someone to give the comment. Ja and Kang, may I have your comment? Okay, you can talk about the good thing, and you can also talk about the thing that she can improve. Are you here?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, please start. You can talk about the good thing on her speech.
Please next time, teacher. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay. So may I invite Bên bà viết nãy.
Teacher, my net is not good, so I can hear Ruth said. What Ruth
Ah, okay, because something wrong with the internet connection, right? It's
Yes.
okay. So next time, if you cannot hear clearly, you can
Yeah.
type in the chat box to let me know so that maybe we can start it again. Okay. So
Yes.
the next one, Ma Wit Tay, may I have your comments?
Okay.
Thank you.
Ruth said she liked she liked history because she loved reading a story, and she don't like mathematics because
No, she doesn't like mathematics. She said,
Yeah,
yeah.
she does mathematics because she
Yeah. But I mean, actually, I would like to have your comments, like on her speech, like the speed, like do you think she's speaking too fast or too slow, or is it okay, or the tone is it okay, or the organization? Okay, you can comment on those things apart from the content. Okay, but yeah, you can also comment on the content. It's okay. Okay, so do you have any comments on that?
I think she speaks very well.
You think she speaks very well? You mean in the speed or? Okay, very good. Okay, thank you. So may I have one more comment? You can also talk about the thing that she can improve so that we can learn from each others. Okay, may I have Jenny? Can you give some comment on her speech?
Yeah, the way she speak, her speech was okay, and how can I say, her presentation was very good, but only one thing, as it is 3-minute talk, she should talk more. We want to hear more information, only that one.
Okay, thank you. Very good, Jenny. That is what I was going, yeah, I was thinking about this thing as well. Like Ruth actually mentioned many things about her study experience, like what she loves and what she hates. And then actually it is not necessary to mention all the subjects here, okay? It is not necessary to list out all the subjects, like you list out 8 subjects, right? So, but yeah, you can do so, but it is not necessary. When we are talking about your study experience, okay, for all the classmates as well, when you're trying to talk about your study experience, make sure it is quite personal. So it is something related to you, but not to all the other classmates. So you have to talk about something that is unique to you. Unique, do you know the word unique? Which is, okay, which means it is, the experience is for you only, okay? It is only for you, not for others. Like if you say I have studied for 8 subjects, so actually for those guys or those ladies in your school, they have also studied for that 8 subjects, right? So you have to talk about some personal things, okay, like what you love, what you don't like, and then actually you can talk about your yeah, I have mentioned your memorable experience, and it is quite important because you have to talk for 3 minutes, and then to make it better, you have to include more contents. Okay, so we will go to the next one. James.
Yes.
Okay, it's finally your turn, gentlemen.
Okay. Hello everyone. I'm going to talk about my study experience, and I study number 4 basic education high school in St. John, and we learn 6 subjects in school. There are grammar, English, and mathematics, and science, and geography and history. Uh, I like the best. Yeah, I like English the best, and because English is the basic language everybody everywhere in the world, and I don't like much God because I don't like to count number and calculation. Yeah, that's my thing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, James. So, who would like to give some comments? Do you know why I asked you to give some comments? Not because I'm lazy to give comments. It's because I would like all of you to pay attention to others' speech so that you can learn. You can see, okay, this kind of speech is good. I love it. Or like, oh, it's not very good. It's fair. So I would like you to pay attention to others' speech to learn from them. Okay? So I will invite someone to give a comment. Eunice, please give some comment on James' speech.
James' speech was good enough, but he's supposed to speak more clearly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. By the way, may I know what does it mean by more clearly? You mean is it too slow or you cannot hear the pronunciations?
Yes, I can hear the pronunciation.
Okay, so but okay, thank you. So James, please pay attention to that. Maybe you can be more confident. Okay. Last time we have watched the TED Talk. Remember, it talks about confidence. So be confident, and then because you have actually prepared for it, so you can just speak louder and then with confidence. Okay. So one more comment. May I have Stephen, the birthday boy last week? Okay.
Okay. The topic on James, right?
Yeah.
James' speed is good enough, but as the teacher said just now, he need to he must have more confidence when he speak. I think that he is a little bit scared in English, and then he should prepare more for the information about for 3 minutes because we talk during 3 minutes. So that is my recommendation. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Yeah, the same comment for me. I think you should, all of you, please prepare more content. Like if you cannot use 3 minutes, maybe you prepare something for 2.5 minutes. Okay. Okay, like 2 minutes and 30 seconds or 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And I think that will be okay. But yeah, just try to prepare more because I have actually give you some guidelines. Like you can talk about your school, and then you can talk about your classmates and also your teachers, and you can talk about the subjects that you studied, and also on some unforgettable experience. So for the unforgettable experience, you should not only mention that thing, okay? You can talk about that in detail so that you can have more information in your speech, okay? So for this class, we will invite 2 more students to give the speech, and then we will go to the next part because I would like to include all of you in this practice, okay? So may I have Jenny and then Hannah, okay? Jenny first and then Hannah, okay? 3 minutes. I will count the time for you.
Teacher, I can't remember also. Can I look at the paper?
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
sure. It's okay.
Okay. Hi everyone. I would like to represent about my study experience. The purpose of this presentation is that I hope you can get something from my experience. And it has been 2 years since I finished my high school. When I joined Mercy School, I didn't know what to expect. I just hope that it will be different from high school. At high school, I was sitting on a chair and listening to teachers reading from the textbook, which we may interest or not. And being here with everyone is quite different from my high school experience. At high school, we learn in person, but now we have to learn through the Zoom. And this is the new experience for all of us, right? And also the way we learn is totally different. It is very interesting and effective. We have been learning English language as a subject since we were little, but most of us can't speak it fluently, even after 10 years learning English. And why? Why do you think we can speak in English when we're learning all kinds of subject in English, um, apart from our mother language? And what do you think is the biggest obstacle in learning English? The answer is obvious. We don't use it in our daily life. What I mean is, we do not dare to speak in English in our daily life. We only want to learn it as a subject, but not as a language. It is different. We learn language by our mouth, so being talkative is sometimes good when we want to learn some new language. I want to tell you one of my unforgettable events in school. I have a friend who is called Lily, and we used to speak in English when we were at school. But some of our classmates didn't like when we speak in English because they call us that we're acting like smart, but we were not. And after 2 years, my friend and I became the best in speaking English in our class. And the one who judged us before, now they are also trying to practice with us. So the message I want to give you is, as English is a language, you can't learn it if you're afraid to speak. So don't be afraid to make mistake. As we all are human, we all make mistake, and we all learn together from those mistakes. Thank you very much for your attention and your patience. This is the presentation about study experience by Jenny.
Okay, very good. So you have 27 minutes left. No, sorry, seconds. Okay, 27 seconds left, and it is quite good. You are the first one to prepare a speech for more than 2 minutes. So it is very good. And I would like to give some comments, but before that, I hope 2 students can give some comments on her speech. Okay. May I have Ja and Cam? Cam?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Can you give some comments on Jenny's speech?
Yes. First of all, I wanna say the way he
Sorry, I cannot hear you. Okay. Can other students hear her? No.
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 Okay. Can you talk about it again? Okay. I think something wrong with the internet, maybe. Okay. Maybe we invite another classmate to give some comments. Okay. MS. Okay. MS.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, we can hear you.
Jenny, I really like her example, the way she say we should not be afraid to speak in English. And about another comment, I think it is perfect.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, thank you. Another comment is, it is perfect. Okay, thank you. So may I have another classmate? Okay. It's really a good speech. Okay, may I have Anne? Can you give some comments?
Yes.
Okay.
And for the first, I really like her speech and the way she encouraged us to don't us not to afraid at learning English or speaking English. And I think she is perfect.
Okay, she's perfect. Okay, thank you. Oh, so I think okay. Okay, so I think her speech is very good that it is encouraging. She's trying to encourage all of you to learn and to speak in English, right? It is quite good to support others. And one thing I would like to, one thing I hope you can pay attention to is actually you have tried to ask some questions, which is to relate the topic to the audience. Like you ask, why can't we speak English? Okay, all those kind of questions. Okay, so it is good to ask questions, but whenever you are trying to ask the questions, you can pause. Okay, you can stop for like a second and then continue your speech, because you have to give some time to your audience to think about it. Okay, so just to make it more reflective. Okay, so actually it is very good to encourage all of us. Okay, so may I invite another student? I forgot, who did I invite for the speech after Jenny?
Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah. Okay, Hannah, may I have your speech?
Okay. I'm sorry because of our surrounding situation. I can't turn on the video.
Okay, it's okay. But can you okay, can you still share it? I mean, share your study experience. You don't have to turn on the camera. It's okay.
Okay. I live with my parents in Falam. Now I want to share about my study experience. I just passed the matric exam in 2020 from Trust Private High School in Calais. As I am a matric student, I need to study 6 subjects. My major subject is biology, but my favorite subject is English, because English is the global language, and is if we can speak fluently in English, we can go around the world and we can accompany with cheers. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Hannah. You have used less than 1 minute for your sharing. So may I have other classmates to give some comment? Okay, who would like to give a comment? I want volunteers. Okay, if no volunteer, Erica. Erica, are you here?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, can you give some comments?
Sorry. Okay. I think Hannah speak is really good, but she should talk more about her favorite subject, like English, or her favorite subject is English, but she need to be more confident, and like she need to mention about like her favorite subject more and more, because it's 3-minute talk, but I think she spent 2 minutes. Yeah.
She spent 1 minute.
Okay. And I think her talk is really good, but how can I say? She should mention about her non-favorite subject. Yeah, I think that's my opinion on her speech. Thank you.
Thank you. So may I have another classmate as well? Shalom? Shalom, are you here? Salome, are you here? Are you able to give some comments? Hi. Something wrong with the microphone? Okay, it's okay. I will invite another student. This time, okay. Jenny, can you give some comments?
Teacher, the way how can I say, she, it was very short. Honestly, it was very short, but in her situation, it is really difficult to attend the class, and
Yeah.
that was good enough for her. But I totally believe that next time she will do better than this. It's just because of today's situation.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah. Actually, I think you're doing well because you have tried your best to share. Okay, so just try your best. Because I know the situation in some area is not very good. Okay, so I understand that one. So I hope all of you. For those who haven't shared in the class, I may not invite you to share because we still have other things to talk about in this class. And I hope if you would like to get some comments and if you would like to improve like your written English and also your spoken English, you can send me your script, okay? You can send me your script and you can also send me the video or maybe recording, okay? And I will give some comments if I have time. I have just received 3 scripts from all of you. So for the others, if you like to have if you like to have some comments, please send me on the Facebook, okay? Or email is also okay. So we'll go to the next thing is, do you remember that we have listened to the TED Talk, 3 tips to boost your confidence. Do you remember this one? Yeah, I have actually sent teacher my this video. So have you watched it? Did you watch it on your own? Yeah, some of you watch it on your own. I will not repeat it here. So I would like to see if you have written down some important notes on it. Can you tell me? Do you have any important notes on this topic, on this speech? 3 tips to boost your confidence. Do you write down some notes? Like the good thing on the speech and the thing that you appreciate? Do you have something to share on this video? Okay, I will invite someone. Van Ba Whitney.
Yes.
Can you tell me how should I pronounce your name?
Van Boydney.
Oh, Van Boyne.
Yes.
Okay, I will try to pronounce it correctly. Okay, Van Boyne. Okay, so have you watched the TED Talk?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, did you write down some notes?
Yes, I wrote some notes.
So can you tell us something about it? Like the thing that you would like to learn from the speaker, okay?
Yeah. The thing I like to learn from it is he says studies show that who those fail regularly and keep trying anyway are better equipped to respond to challenges and setbacks in a constructive way. And the excitement you will feel knowing that whatever the result, you will have gained greater knowledge and understanding. He said it that I like that because only if we have confidence, we will be better in English, and if we learn another subject, we will get better, I think.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Okay. Apparently, you have paid much attention to the speech. Okay, and also to the content.
And it's so very every time.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's very good. So, may I have Ninan? Is that HNINGNAING? Are you here? Ning Nan? Is that? Are you here? Not here? Okay, so may I have okay. Maybe Stephen, have you watched it? Have you watched TED Talk?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so can you tell me something about it? Like,
Okay.
what have you learned from it, and any important thing that you would like to record?
Oh yeah. Before it the before telling about the three tips of confidence, and this, can I say the speaker? Yeah.
Yeah. The speaker. Yeah.
Yeah, the speaker asking question that is, where does confidence come from? And then, yeah, how can we get it like that? And then making a definition about the confidence, that is believing on our abilities and facing that pressure or that difficulties courageously. That is called confidence.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
You have memorized it.
Yeah. Then, and here the question is, where does it come from? I think the speaker tell three points, but here I note just only 2 points. That is, yeah, the first point is, it comes from the way we treat our social pressure and environment. That is the first point. And the second point is that how we have control over the choices we make, the rest we take. And confidence come from that 2 points that I know that 2 points. And here the speaker give us 3 points, 3 tips. The first tip is, we should picture our success before we begin our task, our duty, or I don't know how to say. And then we should listen some bass music, a deep bass, that because deep bass music empower our feeling and make us strong, our emotional. And then that second tips here, that she give us, believe in our own ability, our ability to improve. Yeah, that is the second tips. And the third tip is, we need to practice from our failure. We must face. The speaker give about, of example, the life of J.K. Rowling, who wrote the story of Harry Potter. Right?
Yeah.
She was
You're right.
She was rejected by 12 different publishers. But she never gave it up, and she faced that trouble, that pressure, and then she became a success woman. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Stephen. You have actually summarized the whole speech. Okay, so much appreciated. Okay, you have summarized the whole speech for me and for our classmates. Okay, so actually, I would like to tell you something that she did very well. Okay, the speaker. So let's learn from her, all of us. Okay, please learn from her. So actually, I have written down the script here. Okay, this is a script for her speech. Okay, so at the very beginning, you see, when faced with a big challenge, okay, like this, she's trying to give the situation, like, when do you hear the word confident? Okay, it is to like bring up the topic. Okay, she is trying to relate the topic to you. Okay, like Okay, sometimes you might be hearing be more confident, okay, like this. This is what she's trying to do and to relate the topic to you and to bring up the topic. Okay, now we are actually going to talk about confidence. Okay, so, and then she asked a question, but this question is not I think she's not really asking questions, but yeah, you can also think about it. And she's trying to bring up the definition of confidence. Okay, but what is confidence? And the words highlighted in pink color is actually the definition of confidence, right? So pay attention to this one when you're trying to give a speech, and when maybe the concept is not very clear, like confidence. The word, the definition for confidence may be different for each of you. So she's trying to give a general definition. Okay, so please remember to give a definition for the following topics. Okay, so I will try to give you some speaking practice. So you have to practice using these techniques. Okay, so and then she's trying to give some like the ways, and she's trying to talk about where does confidence even come from. So there are several factors, and you can see she's trying to use some posting words like 1, 2, and 3. But for your script, actually, yeah, you can also write 1, 2, and 3. But when you're trying to write some essays, I mean, script is for you to read it, okay? It is for you to read aloud, and it is for you to prepare for the speech. But when you're trying to write essays, okay, you know, script and essay, it is not the same. Essay is for others to read, okay? The script is for you to read. It is your own script. The script is not for me, not for other classmates, okay? We do not, basically, when you are trying to give a speech, you are the only one to look at the script. So for the script, you can try to write it like this, 1, 2, 3. But for essay, make sure you do not write it like this. For essay, it is much more formal, okay? For script, the writing or the writing styles can be informal, okay? Pay attention to this one. And then, this is actually what we call transition. Okay? Like, she's trying to say, by keeping in mind a few practical tips. So you now know that she's trying to talk about the tips to cultivate your own confidence. Do you know the word cultivate? Cultivate. Usually for bacteria, we use the word cultivate. And then cultivate is like to grow your confidence, okay? To grow it or to enhance, okay? To grow or to enhance, okay? To grow or to enhance, we call that cultivate. Okay, so here she's trying to use the posing words again. Tip 1, tip 2. And then she talk about like trying to relate the tips to you, like what you can actually do to improve it, okay? So she said, do you think they are fixed at birth or that they are be developed like a muscle? Okay, so like all of you, you know how is muscle grown? You know it. It is developed. Like muscle, if you would like to be strong, you would like to be muscular, you need some training. And then something, it is inborn. You cannot improve it, right? Like how tall you are, and you cannot control it. But for muscles, you can develop, you can train it. So she's trying to give some examples which is understandable for all of you, okay? So this is a good thing. You can learn from it. You can try to give some examples that is easy to be understand for all of you, for all the audience. Common language, okay? So tip 3, another posting word. And another good thing is, yeah, Stephen just mentioned, she's trying to give some popular, like she's trying to talk about the popular writer, J.K. Rowling. Have you watched Harry Potter? Do you watch Harry Potter? Yeah, some of you have
Yes.
watched it. Okay, so she's trying to give some typical examples, and also the Wright brothers. Do you know it? Wright brothers invent the flight. Okay, so she's trying to give some typical examples, and also if you want to make your speech more persuasive, like you can persuade others to believe what you say, you can use the studies, because studies are usually scientifically based. It is based on scientific studies, and it is based on data. Okay, so it is quite good to use some studies. So when you're trying to prepare for your speech, try to use it. Okay, and then for the ending, she doesn't really say, okay, that's all for my presentation, thank you, that's all for my sharing, thank you for listening. Okay, this is I didn't mean it is not good. It is not good to say thank you for listening, but rather than that, you can try to learn from her. She's trying to, okay, I write it here. She's trying to call for an action. She's trying to say, okay, work it out, take action, okay, and try to build up your confidence. Try to believe in yourself, okay? Be kind to yourself when you do it, okay? She's trying to encourage you, and she's trying to call for an action. And actually, when you're trying to give a speech, you have to be like you have to you do have a purpose, right? Sometimes you want to encourage others, and sometimes you want to deliver your message to others. So make sure do not waste the opportunities when you are given the chance to give a speech. So try to make good use of every seconds. So you try to call for an action, and you try to give the last message that is important to the audience, okay? So basically speaking, it is a very good speech, okay? I hope you can learn from it. Okay, actually, for the following time, I would like to prepare for this topic with all of you, and maybe you can think about it. Please write down or take a screen capture on this topic. Teens should spend more time in nature. So I would like all of you to talk about it. Actually, the guideline is you have to say, do you agree with this statement? But you know, it implies that you cannot only answer, okay, yes, I agree with this statement. Yeah, no, I don't agree with it. Okay, that's all for my presentation. No, it's not like this. You have to talk about it in details, right? So you have to talk for 3 minutes and talk about it, okay? Talk about this topic. Okay, so don't worry. I will give you some guidelines, and I will let you know how can you organize your speech in a more decent way, okay? Okay, so look at this map. Look at this flow chart. Actually, at the very beginning, you have to give an introduction, like what I'm going to talk about in the following time. And what does it mean by nature, or what does it mean by teens? Okay, Okay, and you can talk about the current situation. Like if the topic is talking about teens should spend more time in nature, does it mean teens are not spending much time in the nature? Yeah, maybe it implies that. So you have to give some basic or background information, like how much time on average does teens spend in the nature, or like some general understanding, like okay, in our general understanding, we think that teens are always staying at home and they do not go to the natural environment. Okay, like that. Okay, you have to give some background information. The best way is you search it online. Okay, you search it on the internet and get some information. And definition, if there are some important word that you would like to define, maybe the word teens, it may be different. Okay, the understanding on the word teen may be different for each of you. I'm not sure. Yeah, I just mean you can try to think about it. What kind of word do you need to define? And then you talk about your stance. I'm not sure if you know the word stance. Stance mean your feel. Okay, you agree or you disagree with the statement. Statement means yeah, the sentence that I mentioned. This one. This is a statement. Teens should spend more time in nature, and your stance is, what do you think about it? You agree, you disagree, and to what extent do you agree? Or like you may say, from the perspective of a teen, I agree with it, and from the perspective of I'm not sure. Okay, so you can think about it on your own. Because if I tell you all my ideas, then you do not have to prepare for it on your own. So I have to keep it in secret. And when you have tried to share your own speech, then I will tell you some of my ideas. Okay. So to utilize, okay, make good use of every second because you are given 3 minutes. So I guess at least you have to talk about 3 reasons. Okay. However, it depends. If you can talk about many things in one reasons, like you have a long this for reasons. Okay, for you. You see, reason 1 here, you have to give a brief explanation, like what you're actually talking about. Okay, talk about it in detail and the evidence. Okay, reason 2, reason 3, the same way. And then for the conclusion, the most important thing is restate your stance. It means to talk about your stance, okay? To talk about what you think, to repeat it, okay? Repeat it, okay? And then you can mention the reasons briefly, okay? Like, I agree with it because and okay, like this. You have to give a brief, like, okay, briefly talk about what you have thought in the last 2 minutes, last 2 to 3 minutes, okay? You have to mention that, and then you call for actions. The most impressive one is you can call for action and then try to affect others by delivering your speech, okay? So please think about it. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions on that? On this homework, do you have any problem? No? Okay. So can someone please tell me, if you are given a chance to define the word, is there any word that you would like to define in this topic? Is there anything you would like to define? Okay, Jenny, is there anything you would like to give a definition on?
I will give a definition about teens. I will explain them. This is about age between over 10 years and before 20.
Okay, so yeah, so just to make sure your definition is based on something, okay, not only based on your personal understanding. Okay, for all of you, maybe you can check the dictionary or you can check it online, and maybe you can say, okay, according to the World Health Organization, no, I just give an example. Okay, according to the World Health Organization, teens means people with within the age range to years old. Okay, like that. Okay, just try to make it more convinced. Okay, more convincible. Okay, you have to convince others. This definition is good. This is from authoritative organization. Okay, you have to let others know. Okay, any other word you would like to define? May I invite MS? Is there any other word you would like to define?
I don't have, but teacher, can you explain me again the second one? Do you agree with this statement? What are we going to write about it?
Yeah. Oh, sure. Okay, whenever you have questions, please ask me. Okay, don't hesitate to ask questions. Okay, to clarify, do you agree with this statement? This one is a statement. Okay, if you go and check the dictionary, statement means something that, okay, like some people say that teens should spend more time in nature. Do you agree with it? Okay, basically speaking, do you agree with it? Okay, so you have to tell us, do you agree with it, and why do you agree with it? That's basically what you have to do for the speech. But to make it more well organized, you can use the structure here. Okay, it is to help you to organize your speech. Okay, so all of you, please think about it, and I would like to receive your speech. Okay, I would like to hear your speech, and I would like to receive your script. Okay, please send me your script. Okay, did you all add my Facebook? Yeah, if you can find my Facebook, please send me there. Otherwise, you can send me on email. Okay, you can send me an email. Okay, see if you need it. If not, please send me on the Facebook. It's okay. I will give you some comments as soon as possible. And practice for the speech, because for the next lesson, I will invite all of you, not all of you, because the time is always limited. I will invite some of you to share, okay? Okay, is there any problem? If no, I will see you next week. Okay, bye. I'm looking forward to receiving your homework.
Okay.
Yeah, I will try my best to give some comments.
No.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. See you.